Hello there everyone and welcome back. It is time to play off the final day as the Orks in preparation for when I do my Admiral level 8 Imperial Navy, which I am kind of excited about now after getting some practice with these massive fleets I've been fielding. Everything's all upgraded. We're due for another cruiser, assuming I could get a victory in the next match, so let's get this started, shall we? Because really, level 8 Imperial Navy with 600, 700 points, which I'm assuming is the majority of the matches, which would be a fair assumption, is going to be a little more manageable than what I'm dealing with as the Orks right now. I think that's a safe thing to say. Because having to field like 12 frigates is not very, I doubt the Imperial Navy is going to field that many. And we got ourselves a cruiser clash right off the bat. Okay, I was thinking it was 600 points, but now it's 630. I wonder what does that mean? I've been noticing this now and again, and especially with the last mission I did against Eldar, for those who may have been paying attention, he had more points than what I had access to, so I wonder if that means he's a higher level than me, and is trying to balance that out by giving me more points. I think that may be what's going on. Really hard to say, but what's my best strategy for this? I think I want to field my cruisers. Get some good handful of cruisers here. It's a standard cruiser clash, and all these guys basically, even my cruisers have like the exact same weaponry as my tears and that, with the exception of maybe the lance guns, but I shouldn't need them too terribly much. Get some Ravagers. How many Savages do I go with? Because I would like some Brutes to help deal with frigates. I could get 2 Brutes and 2 Savages. Maybe that's a little excessive. Let me go with 3 Savages and 2 Brutes there. That's right, 3 Ravages, 3 Savages, so that's a little more even, consistent. Because I honestly don't know what's going to perform better in the slugfest that's to come. Because assuming the Savages can get close, they should do more potential damage than my Ravagers. If they can break through that 50% armor he has. And torpedoes, well, they kind of need to get close to do the same, but they can breach the armor, but they have a longer cooldown, and rely so much more on control to be used well. So I'm looking at how many he's going to field. Because if it's yeah, it's 3, so this looks like a battleship of some kind, if not 2 battle cruisers. So I have to be really good at my focus firing, because he's going to be really resilient. And I want my frigates to kind of like do a heavy flanking. Is there a way to kind of flank effectively? Not really, not with an asteroid field in the way. I could tighten up my ball a little bit, but I have to be careful in Nova cans. That's the problem too. If I do too tight a ball, Nova cans are going to hurt me, so I got to be careful of that. And try and spread out a little bit. Oh, and I had 3 Savages. I was not paying attention to that. On the plus side, if it's only 1 Dominator or 1 Nova Can, then I can at least outmaneuver it. Now I gotta manage all these ships, wow. And since I have them all spread out because of Nova Cans, this is not going to be the simplest thing. So bear with me a moment, folks, as I try and figure this out. 6. I have them in pairs at least, so it's not too terrible, but still going to be a pain in the ass. Because now I don't even remember what I have grouped as what. Because my group 1 apparently is just my... Oh, that was group 2, never mind. I'm hitting the wrong keyboards altogether. So 3... I'm really bringing this down to the wire as far as preparation. What can I say? I want to make sure everything's moving, ideally. And... that should be good. So 3 ships... my focus needs to be on spreading out to minimize Nova Can damage. Because entirely possible he's fielding 3 of them. The Brute should do it naturally because it moves faster than everything else. These 2 frigates, once they clear the asteroid field, could maneuver, spread out a little bit. And I don't hear okay, he does have 2 cruiser torpedoes. So that's fine. Can I dodge? He's fired 3 sets of torpedoes, so gonna be... Yeah, those are gonna dodge completely, so... I don't have to worry about that. Those two could be a problem. Could be. Gotta be smart with how I position myself. Yeah, those were a complete miss. What? That was disappointing, I gotta say. And I maneuvered this cruiser for no reason, which kind of is bad because now I clumped them up for a Nova Cannon. This thing's gonna take a torpedo hit. And that was a melted torpedo. Wow, even with what should have been 75 armor, I would think. So on the plus side, no, there are no Nova Cannons. I just gotta survive this storm. This barrage is really all I have to do, and I should be in good shape. That's easier said than done, especially with something that doesn't have emergency thrusters or high turn rate. But 75 armor, I should be okay, right? Big threat, of course, everything's gonna be spread out, which I have to be okay with that circumstance. Now turn. I want to... Do I want to boost in? I do want to boost in with these ships, to be honest. Get them nice and close and to draw their fire for the real squad that's about to come in. So everything move in there. And let's get ready to fight. Brutes aren't going to do much, but that's fine. I could just ram these things easily enough. There, take some damage. And this should go well, but I gotta keep in mind my torpedoes. I'm neglecting them. Brace for impact. Do the damage you need to. Come on, micromanage. There, just keep it moving. Keep it moving, keep it going. Because I have my prow armor and my battle cruiser is going to deal with this overlord right here. So I think we're in good shape. And brace for impact for what ships matter. I should be in good shape here. I should be. Famous last words. Because now he's hitting my juicy rear armor, which is not good either. And I have nothing with torpedoes besides my Ravagers. Now, Brute, you get in there and you ram it. For hopefully an extra 100 points of damage. Because, sadly, there's no frigates for you just to kind of murder, so... Looks like we're getting hits in. We got brace for impact, minimizing damage. This is looking promising. The sap cans can clean up the mess. Well, this has been so far pretty straightforward. Fire those torpedoes, keep those guns going. I forgot to set your firing pattern. I do not want you doing broadside shots when your main weapon's a friggin' mega cannon. And those melted torpedoes did absolutely nothing. That poor fella does not know how these weapons work, I think. I think that's a safe assumption. Also, where the hell are you going? You get back over here. Unfortunately, he is kind of like in my rear, so I gotta be careful of that. And I can't rally that, can I? Oh, I can. First time I get to use rally in a situation where I'm obviously winning, so that's definitely worth doing. That was definitely worth doing. Oh crap, did I just kill myself? Oh, I hit the wrong button for one, so... Kill it! Kill it! Keep this battlecruiser alive as much as possible. And keep pushing. I have no more... What am I trying to say, damn it? I have no more tractor cannons, but I can't stasis bomb it. Again, 75 armor instead. I figured that would have been a tougher fight than it actually was. He was kind of using the wrong torpedoes, I think. Or either he wasn't aware that melted torpedoes don't go through my armor like the regular torpedoes do, or he's firing the wrong one, maybe? I'm honestly not sure. Melted torpedoes can do a lot, but they still have to go through 75 armor, which means 1 in 4 chance that it actually breaks through, as opposed to 25% for the other one there. So I think he was using the wrong type of torpedoes, and thankfully I managed to weather the storm, get in close, and just murder him. So I think that was part of the problem there. At least he would have killed my battle cruiser or in the point blank fights there if he had used the right torpedoes, I feel like. But maybe he was expecting at least one fire, which actually probably still would have killed it. I think that may have been possible, but it didn't happen. This thing survived being heavily damaged, so I am fine with the result regardless. Now, we got ourselves a new cruiser. Do I go... What kind of route do I want to take? I'm really enjoying the heavy mega cannons, even though they are kind of like really unreliable. Especially with their imprecise trait there, which kind of does not justify me extending its range in any form. But Sapcan is pretty much a must, I'm feeling. And now, do I want more fighters? If I put fighters on this, maybe I want to make this one the Bad Moons. Possibly? This would be more of a support ship in that case, rather than brute fighter, which means I could give this rally instead of giving rally to maybe one of my other cruisers potentially. Anything else in these upgrades? Nope. I could have afforded a favor for one of my cruisers there, which kind of would have been nice. Only sucky thing is I only got 2 fighters bays, which actually isn't too bad. Most cruisers and light cruisers only have access to like 2 in general anyway, I believe. And not to mention these bombers aren't really going to do a whole lot, I feel like. They're going to be really good at shooting down torpedoes, which I think is something I'm undervaluing, especially in a situation like that where he's trying to torpedo run me down. So I'm going to really have to consider that. So, do I want micro warp jump on something that's more support centric? No, I feel like I don't want a micro warp jump on this thing. I am liking the potential rally. I have yet to know if it's actually worth getting. It seemed to have justified it there in that last battle, but I already practically won that battle. All that may have done was probably prevent me from losing my battle cruise is the only thing. So more experimentation is kind of required, I think. Either way, let's go for another one. Now, we pretty much unlocked full 700 point battles, so I am scared now. I am really scared. I was worried. I think he had 2 battle cruisers in that fight, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, so... I know at least one of them was an Overlord. I didn't check to see what all the other ones were, let alone their level. And I'm assuming the extra points I'm getting is to try and balance for the level. Because it's really easy to say that at least the Eldar person may have been cheating or something. It seems really easy to say that because with 200 points that I had, or 250, I can't remember what I had when I fought the Eldar, I was only able to field 2 cruisers, and he could field 2 cruisers that were like about 20 points cheap, like more expensive than me, if not like 10, 15 points, and he still got 2 frigates. So I think that's what this point rebalancing is, because now I got 60 points, so... Whereas opposed to before I had 30 point advantage maybe, so... This scares me as well. And I want to keep using my battle cruiser, but that may not be the best idea. Because it actually doesn't give me extra health, let alone any extra durability in general. Not to mention the fact, holy crap, it's the exact same points as pretty much all my other cruisers. Only my level 1 tier. That's something you should never see. A cruiser being more expensive than a battle cruiser. I'm sorry, that doesn't seem right. I kind of need more fighters to justify maybe shooting down the torpedoes. But let's experiment with it. I'm not afraid to run out if things don't go well. We got 4 cruisers here. Let me take up to level 5 and start leveling up these 4s. 3 Ravagers. 3 Savages and 1 Brute this time, due to the extra points. So, this... Judging by the Mandarin symbol, or is that Japanese, Chinese, or Korean? I'm not sure what the symbol is, but this looks like we're fighting possibly an Asian, so there may be latency issues. It remains to be seen, because this is pretty early, at least for me, in terms of, oh, and I was not paying attention to the mission type. I'm an idiot again. This would have... I really do need to fix that. Can you blame me? I'm talking too much. That's my one weakness. If only I could shut up for a few minutes. That would be nice for me, right? Not so nice for the video. Better for me, though. So, I'm gonna say it now. If I lose this spectacularly because I fielded the wrong ships, I'm blaming you folk. Be sure to downvote this or comment in the video if you like. I'll happily accept it. But nonetheless, no point crying over spilt milk. Now where? He's got like nowhere he can deploy. Which means he can deploy anywhere, which kind of scares me. Normally the strategy I've been seeing is that they either go all in on the corners, or they split it 3 and 3 on the left and right. So I kind of want to prepare myself for both eventualities. Which is going to be hard to do. I kind of wish I had more savages, because I feel like they'd be more reliable in this mission type. Not to mention, again, he has Nova cannons to potentially worry about. So I gotta be careful of that. At least the frigates won't be too big of a loss if they're out of position. And this brute would be amazing. If it could potentially ram 2 or 3 of them in a close position and just murder them, if I'm really lucky. If I'm really lucky. Because that can do work, because it does, what, triple damage, I think? If it hits another frigate. Let's see, I'm just making sure all my groups are right, which they are not, go figure. And I just messed up all my group syncs. Let me do this again. Can you blame me? There's like so many ships that have to manage, and I have to try and group in a way that's easy to remember which is which. For those spur of the moments kind of things, when I have to frantically dodge a Nova cannon. Which still is probably not going to work very well, let's be fair. Okay, so he is going all in. He revealed all of them are Inquisition, so that's fine. And he got all 3 cruisers. How the hell did he get all 3 cruisers? Now, that I'm calling shenanigans on a little bit. And he does have the silent thrusters. The good news is I got this Nebula Cloud to kind of hide in. The only one that can't benefit from it is this Basha here, so it's my bait. Actually, let me boost it in. Boost in the Nebula Cloud, maybe? Because he's already got hull breaches and everything. This is going to be a little bit, take a little bit of time, but... And let's see. So he is firing actual torpedoes for a change. And sadly, this is not working very well. So he's got full level 10 in a battleship, so I'm pretty much screwed right off the bat here. What? Why? Am I suffering latency? Because that didn't work as it should have this time. I feel like that should have worked a little bit better. And also now he's got his backside to me, so... I don't think it's possible to, like, just kill this thing straight up, so... Especially with level 10s. So I'm just gonna boost on out, try and minimize damage to this thing. I don't have very many torpedoes and I lost my control group, so I'll let the frigates live. I'm just gonna try and wreck these ships. He even's got a level 10 battleship, I need to point that out. So, let's the fun begin. Unfortunately, this one cruiser is about to take a beating, and my frigates are just going to block the shot, so... If only I had a way to get in close. Actually, I have more tractors, but... Did I suffer from latency? Did latency get me killed there? I was about to pull that ship, and it didn't happen. Come on. Come on, latency. It only says 96 millisecond latency. It shouldn't be that bad, right? You would think. Now, savages, you're going after this thing.
What you want?
Gonna try to anyway. It's not working out to my liking, unfortunately. It was working well there. And then he outmaneuvered me because my latency there denied me my tractor can, so... If I had a third tractor cannon, maybe that would not have been so bad. Maybe. Someone's panicked. He's worried about losing that ship, apparently. I'm fine with that. Damn it, I gotta change these facings. It's not working out to my liking. And yeah, only 79 millisecond latency and it's not working out for me. Why? Give me my cruiser, damn it. I just want to shoot this thing. Yeah. So he micro warp jumped out. And is that either auto-fired or something? I don't know. He seemed to know that was coming, or it was auto-cast. I want to assume that was an auto-cast of some kind. I would like to think it was an auto-cast. I have no idea, though. Oh well, I guess it's time to bail here. I was outclassed, and I did waste a micro-warp jump, so that's a little bit unfortunate. I have 3 minutes, so the micro warp jump may have got this battle cruiser killed. So that's a little unfortunate. A little bit unfortunate. No way I'm gonna kill this thing. As much as I like to, because I'm sure as hell wasn't gonna get the bash in. Now hit your own ships with your own weaponry, that'd be nice. That would be nice, I would approve this. Because my main cannon's not going to break through his shields very well. And he is trying to outposition me. With an extra tractor cannon, that would have actually gone a lot better for me. Just one of those cruisers having an extra tractor cannon would have been good. I probably could have gone after the convoy. That probably wouldn't have been a sensible idea. But then the problem is, if I fail to like ram them, kill him, then he would be hitting my vulnerable 25 armor rear for free. And then that mission would have been over like 3 times faster. So, that probably would have been the smart choice. If I was grouped up better, that would have been nice. Because my frigates were the ones on the side. If I had at least one bash on the right, I could have gotten away with it. Well, I did have one bash that's sort of close and it wasn't even detected. I'm just shocked he got all 3 cruisers right off the bat with his autocast, because that shouldn't have happened, right? And at least one of them should have gone on the frigate, you would think, because they're all the same speed. I hopefully position them in a way that's kind of like linear, because it sure as hell isn't for the closest ship, so I'm wondering what the hell happened there. And let's see, reduce cooldowns on this thing. Not to mention I have not used my fighters very well for a match, did I? Oh well, that's just a taste of things to come, I guess. I'm gonna have to deal with lots of max level ships with my Imperial Navy, so I got to hope they're leveled up enough to be useful in that regard. Thank you all for watching. I had a lot of fun with these orcs. They're gonna get stomped horribly by a bunch of level 10s if that last mission was any indication, if I were to continue, and I don't think that would be very enjoyable.